Welcome to the book of Shmuel, Alef, chapter 11, Perek Yud Alef. We've seen already the story of the anointment of Shmuel as a king, his coronation as king. Now he goes home. Now remember, what's the main reason Bnei Israel want a king, and what is the main function of a king in those days? The main function of a king is to fight wars, to bring the people together, to bring the resources together, to win wars as a nation. That's the number one reason people want a king. And so, in this chapter, we're going to see the first test of Shaul as a military leader. Yavesh Gilad is a city area that is controlled by Bnei Israel, and they are besieged by a fellow named Nachash ha'Amoni. Yep, you heard that first. Well, not first, but you heard that. His name is Nachash, a snake. Obviously not a nice guy. And ha'Amoni, from Ammon. So Nachash ha'Amoni comes, and he starts attacking the people of Yavesh Gilad. And the people of Yavesh Gilad right away realize that this is not a war that they can win. Ammon is much stronger than just the one city of Gilad. So they send messages to Nachash ha'Amoni, and they're like, hey, we get it. You're bigger, you're stronger. We'll be your servants. We'll pay our taxes to you. Just leave us alone. But Nachash ha'Amoni is not a nice guy. And he says, yeah, I'll do that with you. I'll spare you. I won't go to war with you. I'll take your taxes. But I have a very simple condition. I need everybody here to poke out their right eye for themselves. And I want you to be denigrated so that everybody in Israel sees you and they're like, these are the guys who poked out their own eyes to pay taxes. I want to humiliate you, he says. And that's really a horrible thing. Now, why does he do this? Why doesn't he just take their offer? Because he's confident. There's no way anybody can win him. He's the king of Ammon. They are the people of Gilad. No chance of victory. So the people of Yavesh Gilad say, you know what? We hear your offer. It sounds like you're the stronger one and we're pretty desperate. Give us 7 days and we will send messengers all over Israel, see if our brethren can help us. And if nobody can help us, we're going to do that. We'll poke out our own right eye. We'll pay you taxes. We'll submit to you. We'll be your servants, etc. So the emissaries, the messengers from Yavesh. Now, he says, no problem. Why does he say no problem? Think about this for a moment. Why does Nachash ha'Amoni agree? He has them. He's holding them. He's almost choking them. He has this people of Yavesh Gilad, and they're like, give us 7 days to see if anyone can help us. Usually, you don't want your enemy to go and have time to prepare to fight back at you. But because he is so confident that Bnei Israel are not going to help Gilad, because they are not a united people, they are broken people broken into tribes, therefore he's sure that they will not find anyone who can help them. However, he missed the memo. Bnei Israel now have a king, and a king is someone who can unite the entire people, all of the tribes, to defeat Ammon. So that's what he didn't know. So people of Yavesh Gilad send messengers quickly to Shaul, and they're like, hey, we're in a horrible situation. They come and they start crying. As they arrive in Givat Shaul, in the hilltop where Shaul is, everyone's crying. They're like, what a horrible situation. We are asked to, the people of Gilad are being asked to poke out their eyes and become slaves to Nachash ha'Amoni. Shaul comes with his oxen from the field where he's plowing the field, and he's like, hey, why is everyone crying? And they say, look, there's this people of Yavesh Gilad, and they are under the most vicious attack from the most cruel monster in the world. He's asking them to poke out their right eye. And so Shaul is like, oh, no. We will not let our brethren of Israel be humiliated this way. He gets very angry. He takes his 2 oxen, and he slaughters them, and he sends parts to all Bnei Israel. And he says, whoever does not come to fight this war with me, I will do exactly this to his oxen. I'll destroy all your cattle. You better come here. And everyone's terrified. 300,000 people come from Bnei Israel, and from Yehudah, 30,000. They come together to get ready for war. And he tells the people of Yavesh Gilad, listen to me. Go back home. Don't tell Nachash ha'Amoni that you're going to go fight with him. But just know that we have your back. We're going to come. And the people of Yavesh Gilad, they decide even to mislead Nachash. They come out to Nachash after they return to their house. They're like, oh, no one's going to help us. tomorrow you'll poke out our eyes, no problem. But what happens is while Nachash is so confident that he won this war, Shaul already divides the people of Bnei Israel into three prongs, so it's a three-pronged attack on Ammon. And as the sun goes up, Shaul's three directions attack crushes Ammon. Shaul destroys the people of Ammon, absolutely crushes them. And then the people say, "Oh, he is a good king," and they're like, "Anyone who doesn't accept Shaul's kingdom, we're going to kill him because he's such a great king." And so Shmuel says, "You know what? Let's go now to Gilgal to have a much more formal ceremony celebrating the new king." Everyone goes to Gilgal, which is the place where Bnei Israel entered Eretz Israel from. It's the first place in Israel that Yehoshua and Bnei Israel came to, and they bring korbanot, and everyone's very excited, and that's how they establish the monarchy of Shaul. So, in summary, chapter 11, Nachash Ammoni, the wicked, comes to the people of Yavesh Gilad. He says, "Become my servants, pay me your taxes," and he's like, "That's not enough." He tells them, "If you want me to keep you guys alive, you got to poke out your own right eye." And they say, "Okay, let us go see if anyone from Bnei Israel will help us, and if not, we'll agree to poke out our own right eye and to be your servants." They send messengers to all of Bnei Israel, which he lets them do because he thinks no one's going to be able to help them because he thinks he's so strong. And they go all over. They come to Givat Shaul, the place of Shaul. The people of Shaul hear this horrifically humiliating situation the people of Yavesh Gilad are in. Shaul comes back with it from plowing his field with his oxen, and he's like, "What? They're being humiliated in this way by Nachash Ammoni? That can be." He slaughters his oxen. He sends parts to all of Bnei Israel, and he's like, "Hey, anyone who doesn't join this war, this is what I'm going to do to your cattle." 300,000 of Bnei Israel, 30,000 from Yehudah soldiers come to fight Nachash Ammoni. They crush Nachash Ammoni, victory, celebration, and he fights with Nachash Ammoni from three different directions and wins the war. That is the end of Perek Yud Aleph, where they gather to Gilgal to celebrate this and to have an official royal coronation ceremony. Thank you for listening. Thank you.